Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to another episode of the Seven Podcast. I'm your host, Joseph, and today I have me some estheticians. They deal with hair removal, skincare, etc. Much of what I have little to no knowledge on. So if you're listening, hopefully you learn something with me as well. And then, I'm going to be quiet and let them introduce themselves, and then we'll get into it.
So my name is Keandra. I am based in Orlando, Florida, and the name of my business is Case Aesthetics. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
My name is Shia. I am based out of Pensacola, Florida. And the name of my business is Mind Your Beeswax Waxing Center.
Oh, period.
Ooh, I like that.
Love it.
Thank you.
My name is Mariah. I'm actually a student esthetician right now. I go to Dose Academy in Waterbury, Connecticut, but I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. And my business page is The Skin Realm.
Okay.
So like, when did y'all decide to go down this path of being an esthetician?
I never thought about it, honestly. I just wanted to do something different. But I actually started school like last year, June. No, last year, I'm sorry. But I just graduated because I'm a medical esthetician. So
Nice.
I graduated last month. So
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. Nice. A medical esthetician.
I've been licensed since 2020. And then I worked for another company doing full body waxing and just realized that, I needed to venture off and be on my own, just the leader aspect of who I am. And then as far as knowing that this is what I wanted to do, I should have always known because I've always been into just like what other people would consider gross or weird, like pimple popping, hair, like being snatched out. I don't know. I found it, I don't know, like entertaining. So I should have always known that this was kind of the route that I'd end up on.
Okay.
I actually always kind of been into beauty since I was younger. And I've always struggled with like finding the right products for myself, whether it was for my hair or like skin. So before I moved to Connecticut, I was actually going to go to school in the city, but I didn't get a chance to. So when I came out here, I finally made the move to go to esthetician school and start my journey. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's dope. So like, is it expensive to start?
definitely. Definitely. Well, I mean, depending on like what it is that you're trying to do, like the goals that you're trying to reach. Because I know some people, they stay in like basic aesthetics and stuff like that. Yes, it's expensive, but like if you're really trying to venture off and do something huge, definitely it's expensive. Like you have to be prepared for it. You got to prepare yourself a year or two before.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely say like it's expensive.
I think it's expensive based on what aspect of aesthetics you're doing. So like, for instance, waxing, right? The product that's needed isn't anything that's too crazy. Whereas if you're doing like skincare and you have to have like all of your essentials as far as like your steamers and just different products, like that can get very, very costly. And then like, I know I have friends that do like lashes and brows and stuff like that as well. And they say like startup isn't like the worst, but I think if you're doing like skincare, definitely you're going to come out of pocket.
Yeah,
For sure.
it definitely depends on the route you're going on because there's a lot of machines. If you do like high frequency, the lipocavitation, like those machines could be a little pricey, but it's worth it.
Yeah. I figured being an esthetician, like since you're licensed to be in so many different fields, like hair, like I said, hair removal, skincare, a lot of people tend to um go towards one route, I guess you could say, instead of doing like everything. they'll like focus on one area, it's like what suits them best, and like that helps out. Like, would you say that?
Wait, say repeat the.
Would you say like focusing on one area of being an esthetician, like um, is something that estheticians usually do?
Um, it
It's
depends.
50-50. Yeah.
It depends. It all depends on the person, and like I said, the extent that they want to go to. So I know I want to be a master in a lot of things in the aesthetics field. Like I want to do lashes, I want to wax, I want to do just certain things. So it just depends on the person.
True.
Yeah, I definitely think it does depend on the Etsy and their end goal. Because if you find yourself doing something that you're just like not interested in or don't really care about, like clients are going to be able to tell, and you should just probably not. And I think that's what happened with me and skincare. I originally went in wanting to be a facial specialist. Like I wanted that to be my like my focus, my end all. And throughout school, I started to realize that like I just didn't have the like I guess like the love behind the actual like let's getting to the root of the problem. I'm more of a like instant gratification type of person. So waxing, just being able to see that like I said, instant like before and after. I really got drawn into that. And I think, can I do facials? Sure. But would that be the best for the people coming in to see me? Probably not, because the level of like care behind it just isn't there for me.
I definitely agree. It honestly does depend on the SD. There's some estheticians that I know that just focus on waxing or just focus on other stuff. But me personally, I like to be knowledgeable in everything. I am still in school, so I'm still trying to figure out what direction I want to go in. But I know definitely I'm not just going to focus on one thing, especially with the tuition amount. I'm going to get the most out of my,
Girl, it was expensive.
OD.
You had to come out of pocket for school?
I have student loans.
Loans, but like you still got to pay back some stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think that the area depends like how expensive it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know Shia brought up like end goal. So like what is your end goal to all of this? Where do you guys see yourself like 5 years from now?
I can honestly say for me is I don't want to be local. Like I don't want to just be based in Orlando. I want to be everywhere. I don't care.
Travel.
Yeah, like I mean, I want, of course, like I want my main, building or whatever it is I'm trying to do in Orlando. But like, I don't want my name to just be in Orlando. I want my name to be everywhere. I started this business not just for me, but I wanna, like I mentioned earlier with my building, I don't want to just be the only one working in my building. I want to attract people that lashes, that do hair, that wax, that just different type of things. That's my end goal. Well, one of my end goals. I'm gonna say one, just one of them. And yeah, that's just one of them.
Okay.
I agree. I think just longevity is my end goal, and knowing that, yes, I don't want just one location or just want it to be me. Like I look at, what I'm doing as a brand, and I want to be able to hire employees to not have to show up to work if I don't want to, because I have, just that building of what Mind Your Beeswax is, to say, okay, like, CEO type status basically. And that's where like the entrepreneurship like aspect comes in of it. Okay, I'm just knowing that, okay, this isn't just me waking up, 9 to 5 every day for the rest of my life. Like I try to think long term, and I went into it with that mindset. And that's kind of why, the name is what it is of the waxing center, knowing that, okay, this, even though right now it's not, one day it will be bigger than just me.
For sure.
So I agree. I definitely would like to be a traveling esthetician, especially like me living in CT and being from New York. Like I know so much people in New York that, want to get facials and stuff like that done. But my biggest goal is I actually want to create my own skincare products, and possibly like hair products too. So that's like my main goal, and just getting out there, traveling, having my own business, and possibly opening a business with my best friend who also is an esthetician. So we kind of have our own thing together going on.
That was Mariah who just said that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm definitely going to get with you after this because I have a formulation chemist that would be great for what you're trying to do.
Sounds good.
Dope. Look at the networking going on.
I love it.
So, like, what's your favorite part about being an esthetician?
My favorite part is I like to leave people with some type of like hope or like happiness. So just to see, their reaction, because I don't call my clients, I call them family, because I mean, just for you to believe in me, the fact that you're investing in me, like you see something in me. So yeah, I just love to see, I love the fact that I'm helping them. That's something that I love about doing what I'm doing. So yeah.
Definitely the helping and the supportive part of what we do. I feel like it just gives back a sense of like purpose. And I'd have to agree. That's probably my favorite part, is even if it's not just, the before and after, like I was talking about before, but just like, I'm having a bad day and now I'm going to sit here and talk to you for the next 30 minutes and tell you all about it. But when I get up, I feel better. Like I like when, people come in and trust me with that part of it. Because if you're, doing a service that requires someone to come in every 3 to 4 weeks, they're going to update you and keep you, in the loop of what's going on with them. So I don't know. I like that part of it. Knowing that someone's coming through the door and they're ready to, one, get service, but two, to just like trust you with their lives and, what's going on with them and where they're at mentally. And it's nice to be able to say that you're there for, someone more than just one way.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my favorite part is definitely like all the different types of people that I get to meet, and even like still being in school, other estheticians, you kind of learn from each other, the experience you get. And then just having people trust you with their bodies, because, getting a facial, you're vulnerable, your eyes are closed, you got to trust that that person isn't going to do something to like mess your face up, or, and it's also all about energy too, I feel like. So my favorite part is definitely like trying to help people get that change that they're looking for and make them feel good about themselves.
For sure. That's dope that we all have like that same mindset of like helping people and having that bigger picture. Like she has said, that feeling of like having a purpose. And I kind of feel that when I do my photography and everything. So like helping someone feel better, boosting their confidence, and like you don't know what's going on in their life, but like that could definitely change something that could help like whatever they're doing, and then they'll bring it back to you with that same energy. So that's pretty dope. But we talked about what's your favorite part. So what is your least favorite part about being an esthetician?
My least favorite part, so I believe that if people believe in you, they're gonna invest in you. So I'm pretty sure the two other young ladies, they've dealt with this, or they probably haven't, but family, they feel as if they need a discount, and a lot of and it's like, why are you doing this? why are you doing this? And I do it. And every time I would think about, there's a saying that Lady Gaga says. She said that, there can be 100 people in a room, and out of that 100, 99 people just don't believe in you. But all it takes is that one. So that alone, like, just makes it just gave me a different mindset, like, if they believe in you, if they want to see you make it, then they're going to invest in you no matter the cost. And I'm the same way when it comes to people. So just the family and the whole discount, and just because they know me for a long time, and they just feel as if they need to find out. That's
I feel you. I feel on that.
That's a hard question for me to answer. I think, well, Joe, you know me, like, I'm a very, like, go with the flow type of person. I try to do right by everyone. I'm real big on, like, treating others the way I want to be treated. And I don't like confrontation. So I guess, like, having to, like, right? Because when it's your business, it's you. Like, you have to be, quote, the bad guy sometimes.
Yeah.
And, like, establishing those boundaries, like, that has, I wouldn't say it's my least favorite. I would say it's the hardest. Because when that's just outside of, like, your personality and who you are, it's challenging sometimes, but at the same time, like, and it's your brand, you protecting your business, so you have to do it. And it's sometimes uncomfortable, and I don't like being uncomfortable.
I think I agree with both of them. Honestly, I feel like the whole family thing is definitely something that I don't like, whether it's them asking for discounts or them just not really supporting you the way you would expect them to support you. Because, people are real quick to buy and support celebrities. But when it comes down to, like, people they know and family, they expect to get it for free or get a discount. But they wouldn't be asking celebrities for a discount. They'll be paying the full price. So I definitely think that would be my least favorite part about being an esthetician, is not getting that full support from, like, family, and them just expecting stuff just because we're related.
Definitely. I feel that. Definitely when you expect, I guess it's the expectation of, like, expecting people you know for so long, people that you love, for them to support you, but it's really like the opposite. It's like the strangers is the one that supports you the most. It's the craziest.
Really, for real.
How do you guys, like, manage your time?
Ooh. Life don't go how we plan it. But I write everything down, and I do have certain times where I do certain things, like when it comes to my business or whatever, of course. So if it's like a day where I don't have a service to do on anybody, I'm either working or relaxing, because I do, have another job or whatever. So,
Do you have a planner, whiteboard?
I have a planner. But like I said, life just don't go as we plan sometimes. I can write something down and it can go completely left. So
I am the planner queen. Like, if it's not there, I won't do it. So I definitely utilize my planner, and I'm now getting into a really good habit of like, putting everything on the calendar in my phone, because sometimes it's on the planner, but that's, paper. So it's not going to alert you and tell you in 30 minutes you're supposed to be doing this. So look at that planner in the morning. I utilize my planner to no end, basically, is what I was saying. But sometimes, being that is just paper, you can forget. So I am now really making a habit out of using the calendar, like, in my phone, to go off with, like, notifications about, in an hour or 30 minutes.
I don't really like planning certain things too much, because, like she said before, life don't always turn out the way you want it to. And me being still a student, I do have another job as well. So I go to school in the morning and then I work at night. So I do have a planner, but I like using my phone more for those types of things because, the alerts, the reminders. And secondly, we're always on our phones, in this day and age. So I feel like using the phone for me is a little bit easier just because I know I'm always going to have my phone on me. I do want to get myself more in the habit of using my planner more because I feel like that helps a little bit more with the organization part. Um, Sometimes you could get distracted on your phone very easily, like if something else pops up. So I feel like I'm trying to work better on my management with time.
Hey, there's always room for improvement. So let's
Yep,
just take it
always.
day by day. If you can give yourself advice from when you first started, what would you tell yourself?
One thing I would tell myself is slow down. Slow because when I first started, I had started building, my page on Instagram, and you know how you just want it to come quick and you just like you just rush and do things. So there's actually an incident that happened at my school that there were girls that started, their page and they were actually taking clients, but they weren't licensed yet. So I was like, you know what? Let me just chill on this. But yes, I was still posting or whatever. But you just can't charge people. You can just take up donations when you're starting to become a esthetician, whatever. So definitely, yes, slow down, and understand that you're gonna always be like a student in life. Like you're gonna have to be in a position where you're willing to learn because this field is just very broad, like a very broad field, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
I would say not everyone is going to see the vision, and that is okay. And to do it anyway. The lane that's for you will still be for you. The clients that's for you will still be for you. The partners and, possible business endeavors, like what's for you will be for you. And not to place too much attention on, the side of things that's like negative or, well, why are they trying to discourage me? Do they not think I'm capable? It doesn't matter. Kind of like that quote that she said, doesn't matter who doesn't think what, you are that one that does see it. So, do it.
Definitely believe in yourself.
I mean, I'm still in school, but I would still say like don't be discouraged because, there's definitely a lot of information to take in and a lot of different like services and things that you're learning. And I feel like sometimes in school you don't really get all the learning experience that you think you would get in school. So I would definitely say continue to do education after you get your license. Continue to stay in the trends. You know, don't give up because I know it's hard at first when you start your business. It's expensive, a lot of investments, a lot of trust. Trying to build clientele and stuff like that. So just don't be discouraged, hustle, and continue that education. Keep on learning and don't be scared to continue to go on with learning new things.
For sure. I think that goes for anything. Like it's essential to believe in yourself and whatever you do, especially if you love what you do. So, and I know Keandra said something about the Lady Gaga, like 100 people in the room, and one out of those 100 people believe you. That's what matters. You could be that one person. So, right. At the end of the day, just do what you love. So, do you guys have any book or app recommendations?
A book recommendation, Atomic Habits. That was recommended to me by a friend of mine, Dr. Raven Alexander. And that book has helped kind of like what we were talking about before with the organization and time management, just having like a routine and learning how to break bad habits and creating, good ones. The book is really good. So I would say Atomic Habits for a book recommendation. I don't really have one for an app.
Okay, that's the third time I heard about that book, so I definitely gotta go check that out.
As far as books, there's like a lot of books in my school that my teacher has showed us, which is like books like we have one book that's like herbal antibiotics and herbal antivirus because my school kind of teaches us stuff that is not in the curriculum, but they still teach it to us anyways.
Mm-hmm.
We had a herbalism class, so we learned how to make some stuff. And book wise, I don't really know the names of all of them, but apps, I definitely would say obviously Amazon because you can get a lot of bulk items from Amazon. Canva if you need to make like some logos or you know
Mm-hmm.
menus. Even like Adobe Photoshop, I feel like is a little bit better with that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is an app called Affy. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Like if you don't have time to post, it does like post for you. Like it'll do it automatically at a certain time.
Mm, interesting.
So that's definitely good to do. And Fiverr, if you need some logos.
Is it Fiverr or Fiverr? I don't know. I've been pronouncing it wrong.
I've been saying Fiverr, but my teacher said Fiverr. So it has two R's at the end. So I really don't know. I was calling it Fiverr the whole time. So
Oh wow.
Fiverr sounds weird, but
Yeah,
if that's what
Fiverr
it's
sounds
called,
wild.
then sure.
So a life book, I've been reading. It's by John C. Maxwell. It's called "Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn." So I think that's a good book to read. Of course, I
Okay.
mean, like I said, it's a life book. And then
Mm-hmm.
as far as like aesthetics, Mariah, I don't know if are you all partnered with it's Milady, those
N-
books?
No, we're actually partnered with Pivot Point, but I know
Mm.
that I heard Milady books are really good.
Yes. Okay. So I don't really know everything that they teach us, but please keep your books. I'm going to keep my books though I'm out of school because sometimes I'm doing a service or whatever, and I just forget about something. Like if a client asks me, um, so what about this? How can I get rid of this on my skin? Of course, we have to refer them to the dermatologist because as estheticians, we can only do so much. But yes, my lady, standard aesthetics, the paramedical aesthetics book, and that's pretty much it. As far as apps, I
I'm,
don't.
I'm
I know
definitely keeping my books. I paid for them.
because I know there's some people that they sell their books, so that's the only reason why I said that. As far as like the app, I know there is an app. I believe it's called Esthetician. I know there's like a lot of things, like different things that you can just get into on that app. So yeah.
For sure. Well, you all sound like you're passionate about what you do. So that's one of the things that I look for before I book anybody. So I'll definitely be booking with you guys if I'm ever in your area, and I hope whoever's listening does the same. And so how can you guys be contacted if they wanted to book you?
So I actually have four actually. Well, they're all the same. But okay, so on my Facebook, it's K's KAY apostrophe S aesthetics, but AESTHETICS aesthetics. And then on my Instagram, K's dot aesthetics one. And then I'm also on TikTok and it's just Keandra. And then for ksaesthetics.com. So
On Instagram, it's going to be MYB Waxing Center. And Facebook is Mind Your Beeswax Waxing Center. I do have a TikTok, but we ain't got there yet. So
For my Instagram, it's the_skin_realm. So that's usually where people like hit me up if they want to like come to my school for a facial or something like that. TikTok, like she said, I ain't even close to being there yet. So I'm still getting the hang of how to even use TikTok.
Mhm.
And I also do email too, which is riahhbeauty. So riahhbeauty@gmail.com. But Instagram for me is the best way to contact me because I'm always on Instagram.
Okay. But I know none of you mentioned like YouTube, but like whenever you get there, try to utilize. I would say try to utilize as many social medias as you can, so that you can
I
maximize
actually
your
have a
audience.
YouTube. I just don't use it anymore. I used to post videos on it, but it don't got nothing to do with aesthetics. So maybe I'll change it to.
Yeah, always how you say, good to have like multiple sources of like reaching your audience. But I want to thank you guys for being here because I know time is money, and I planned this last minute, and you all showed up on time, which I definitely appreciate because that's one thing that I appreciate the most when people show up and just show up in general. But then when you showed up on time, made my day. But I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sharing all your information, and I hope the listeners learn something. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Oh, thank you for having me, and I hope you enjoy your weekend too. And it was nice talking to you ladies as well, learning different stuff from you.
Yes, thank you for having me. It was good talking to all of y'all.
Same. Thank you, Joe. And I'll definitely be just in contact with you both. Just, networking and sharing other support groups like on Facebook and stuff like that so that we can just stay connected.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
I'll follow both of you guys right now.
All right, y'all. Take it easy.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
For all the listeners that's still listening, thank you once again. Time is money. And I hope you learned something today. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And enjoy these tunes by my bro, Son of Harlem. Until next time, peace.
What if I fell in love with you? What if I just told you the truth? What if I made you mine? Yeah. Now I'm left with what if? Now I'm left with what if? Now I'm left with what if? Oh, running on me. Blame, I put it on me. For pain, I fell before. My main mistake, thinking things could change. Oh, some years I stayed alone. Come on empty. That's when you came and fixed me. Was done till you convinced me. Take a chance. Come on. What if I fell in love with you? What if I just told you the truth? What if I made you mine? Yeah. Made you mine. Now I'm left with what if? Now I'm left with what if? Come on. Now I'm left with what if? Look, I was at a low, feeling tarnished. You would turn a stormy day to the Bahamas. Pull her close and grip, she know I got her. Done with problems, this piece here is an honor. I gave a lot in my past, got back nada. And me staying so long caused more trauma. In case you need a reminder, let's make it hotter. Rockin' Fenty in the birthplace of Rihanna. What if I gave you everything you desire? Are you the type to slack on the job once you get hired? In these days, I'd rather loyalty over love. Cause I'ma be the one who gon' give you all of your bug. But what if I fell in love with you? What if I just told you the truth? What if I made